Over the last few years, we have increased our tree production enormously, in the thousands, to cater for the increased demand from local government, but also from landscape projects and developers.
WA-based Benara Nurseries has been in business for over 50 years, with major customers including local councils, landscape architects and developers. Sales and Marketing Manager Carole Fudge says the business has been involved in large-scale developments, including Perth Stadium and Crown Towers.
Over the last 20 years, I think green life in general has been seen as window dressing to projects, and despite the fact that when projects are sold, some of the pictures and visuals that are used are always around parks and gardens and children playing. None of that has been allocated sufficient budget to do it well. In more recent times, there's an increased awareness of how important green life, trees, plants, nature in general is in our cities, which are increasingly high density, and we're increasing our growing to cater for that.
This increased awareness is a key objective of the Nursery Levy-funded 2020-20 Vision, an initiative to boost green space in urban areas by 20% by 2020.
I was very privileged to be a part of the industry advisory panel to Horticultural Innovation Australia when the concept of 2020 Vision was presented. It was the most exciting thing I'd seen in the industry for 20 years. I don't think any of us in the room that day when it was presented to us realised that it would grow and flourish the way it has Australia-wide and be taken on board by particularly local government, who I believe are using that to increase their budgets and raise awareness of their urban forest strategy.
As part of the 2020-20 Vision, workshops have been held around the country to encourage knowledge sharing and collaboration.
The 20 Vision project with the urban masterclasses opened the door to the local governments to get together with industry, professionals from the landscape industry, from developers, planners and the nursery industry to come together and look at the problems, look at the barriers to increasing green life. It was fantastic to be involved in a room full of people who were pretty much all on the same page around that urban greening, and come out and really nut out the issues that they had.
And Carole says the results are paying off in WA.
The amount of trees and plants has increased, and in the design work of these projects we're seeing less concrete, we're seeing less timber decking, we're seeing a real increase in the amount of green life being put into these projects. It's always been very hard for the industry to plan how many trees. It takes, 4 or 5 years for trees to grow to the size that are required for some of these developments, and quite often the planning is left for the trees until the last minute, and then the contractors can't get the size that they're looking for. I think the risen awareness of urban greening has enabled us to communicate better with developers, local government, about the time it takes to grow the trees and have them ready for their projects. So it's certainly opened doors for us for better collaboration.